Monday Night Panel, Sky News contributor, former Liberal Minister Gary Hardgrave, of course, Nationals MP Keith Pitt. Gents, welcome. We've done a bit on The Voice. One thing, though, I want to pick up and tell people at home, of course, Keith Pitt, if you vote no, according to Aboriginal activist Marsha Langton, she said this in the Weekend Australian, if you vote no, you're not going to have any more welcome to countries, she says. Now, I saw this on social media, and a lot of people saying, well, gee, I was sitting on the fence, but the idea that there'll be no more welcomes to countries, well, I'll absolutely vote no. People don't mind it where it applies to a specific Aboriginal event. I think there's a lot of support for them, but they don't like them now being so gratuitous. You land a plane and you get a welcome to country.
Well, I think that's exactly right, Peter. To be honest, the mob are just over it. Where it's got cultural significance, absolutely, it's important. But they also get paid to do these things. I mean, they're not free. So then you get the welcome to country that's paid for, followed by acknowledgements from every speaker at every video cross and every conference. And the people I'm talking to, they've just had enough. It's been printed on T-shirts. You hear it when you land with Qantas. I mean, if this has got a significant cultural reference, which is what's being proposed, well, stop doing it so often would be my answer. And I think if Marsha Langton's absolutely rock solid on that, that'll help the no case, no end.
What about this move at the Australian Public Service? So this is the public servants in Canberra. There's about 150,000 of them, Gary. The Community and Public Sector Union, the CPSU, it's demanding that all APS public servants be given unlimited flexibility to work from home. Now, how on earth does the APS do its job if everyone was to work from home?
Well, Peter, there are a lot of people in the public service who, if they didn't show up on a given day, no one would notice the difference. So if they're working from home, I guess it's one way of hiding it. But equally, there are a heck of a lot of people who are really hard workers and do a lot of good things. The public service has always been at the leading edge. They were the ones who said to Gough Whitlam, when we go on holidays, we need a bit more money to spend, so give us a 17.5% leave loading. They did that 50 years ago. So we all now have it. So this is a leading edge to something. And there are going to be certainly a lot of people in small business who know the history of it and know that this is coming their way. Peter, I have no problem with people working from home if and when that suits the purpose of what they do, but we need people on the front line. We need more people on the front line. The trouble now is all of our bureaucracies are now so filled up with people who are just simply putting papers from one tray to the other, clicking one thing to the other on a computer. They're not really at the front line, and that's the problem, and it's costing us a lot of money. And look, let me tell you, Canberra is at the heart of all of the division, whether it's The Voice, whether it's this sort of, we're doing fine, it doesn't matter if you're not. And I just don't think this is a good look for the APS and the union. Not a good look at all. And
they want a 20% pay rise over 3 years to Keith, 9% of course in the first year. I mean, I'm happy to pay on results. But if you look at Aboriginal disadvantage, taxpayers put $30 billion on the table every year. The public servants implement and administer that funding, and look where we are.